Please remember to leave a like, a comment, share the video about, and if you haven't already, subscribe. Thank you. Well, isn't this just fantastic?
Soon. I'm leaving soon.
Many have been speculating that Chantal is delaying her departure and will more than likely get ill just before again. Considering the amount of money she has wasted on this so far, I'm impressed she's able to drag it out like she has. And I'm curious who she has roped in to this new abode of hers, so that they can be screwed over as well, inevitably, when Chantal decides to go and do whatever she wants, no matter how much it harms other people. Pete's included, by the way.
You got your flight moved up? No, but it's still soon enough. Hey, little... Thank you, Christy. I'm so excited. Yes, Mike.
I'm often baffled at those that choose to support Chantal, considering she chose to put herself in a position where her life was threatened repeatedly. How people can continue to turn up day in and day out to watch her put on these shows, not really much of one, to simply discuss what she wants to discuss and be sucked off the way she's sucked off. And I mentioned this after last night's absolutely abysmal stream where we went through one of hers where all she was doing was being sucked off. You put yourself in Syria. I think it would have been funny to watch you run out.
Caribou, I'm just excited for my move!
You have no right to be excited. You dug yourself into a hole and have somehow managed to get yourself somewhere else. I could believe you somehow scammed another credit card or loan from family just to afford this, because even after all the ads you inserted through your live streams and the donations you did receive, you didn't receive all that much. You didn't have to get your mother to remortgage a property to prop you up, did you?
New era? Strawberries, oh my god. Yeah, sure. It is so Islamophobic. Get out of here, you friggin'. I might go live from my hotel room and just show, like, a white wall, I guess, if there is one.
Yay! More content of her departure from this region of the world that she decided to go to. 3 years ago, when she went to Kuwait, we were all confused. Later we then discover it's because Salah couldn't come to Canada because Syrian. Then when she screws it all up, him playing his part, and they both have to leave, although her leaving was very much a case of in it for herself, everyone else can get out of her way while she flees, she then goes to him without any permission to do so, giving up her rights as a woman, giving up her human rights, faking her faith, and using it as a weapon when it suits her, showing her bigotry, showing her lack of intelligence and understanding, low comprehension, whilst also bemoaning the fact she is in a region of the world that doesn't have air conditioning. You're a super morbidly obese Canadian in the Middle East. What did you think was going to happen? You being excited about leaving seems out of place considering you chose this. Personally, with what's been going on in Syria, I hope you're stuck there a bit longer, because no one deserves it more.
And order in some nashies. Why I'm moving? Oh, there's so many reasons, Clara.
The only one that matters, the show wasn't renewed for season 4. The Syrian escapades. The real reasons, she needs all the first world comforts and won't admit defeat on that. She's far too prideful to do that. She and Salah were never married. She gave up her rights as a human being, and has realised that now. She doesn't care about anything in the environment she's in, but the most important thing, food and air conditioning. Not family that she ditched, or friend that she ditched. No, food.
Wait, the Nashville is buy one, get one free? Oh my, Burger King is getting ready for me. Don't you have to be Muslim to experience Islamophobia? Huh? No.
I think there needs to be a definition of what is or is not Islamophobia. Sadly, the UK government decided to nix that little escapade, adventure, whatever you want to call it, because it turns out quantifying something means it's easier to deal with. And in this case, no. But since we're here, you're not Muslim, don't try us. One of the biggest flaws you had in the Middle East is that you admit you're what you consider liberal in a very ultra-conservative region. Really what it is religious oppression, and you can't be controlled, even though, ironically, you have been the entire time you're there. Minus the part where you crapped yourself, wore a made-up diaper and peed yourself, threw up in a kitchen sink and ladled it out. You're still under the control of a man. Why? Because you're an idiot. And a real try-hard.
I ordered my stuff from Amazon that I need for my place. I ordered this, this cart. Hey, Michaela. You know, like a shopping cart? Well, this is like a wagon. It can hold up to like 200 pounds to carry stuff in, you know? Instead of like, no, I don't ever talk to Rosie. I gotta get a Switch. I'm gonna borrow pizzas. He never uses it. I usually do when I go to Canada, borrow his Switch.
I think the word you're looking for is steal. You're far too poor to buy your own one. Which is tragic, considering the Switch 2 is out now, and there are plenty of places you can get one second-hand very cheap. Considering your hand size, though, you would need the largest. Which is a bit tragic, really, isn't it?
You never had a Nashi, you should get one. They're so good. If you like that kind of thing. They're not healthy, so just a warning.
I've been told reliably from patrons of mine that frequent my Dainty Queen streams that while they're not inherently bad, they still taste chemically and a bit shite, which is what you expect from fast food. I expect it also from fast food in North America, no offence to the Canadians, but your food standards are still not as high as ours. It's why our food is beige. We got all the good stuff out of it first.
Do I have any shisha left?
This comment on its own is quite an important one because throughout most of her streams, she is Chantel smoking like a fish. You hear the bubbles constantly. She doesn't inhale anything. She just puts it in her mouth, swirls it about because she has an oral fixation, an addiction to constantly having something going on in that gob. It's why when she does a stream, she can't stop talking long enough to think about what she's saying. It is an addictive quality personality thing, Majiggy Doodah what's it, right? The shisha thing, and I feel bad for that particular hookah. I feel bad for it because she's gone through a lot, but much like many things in life, she'll suck the life out of it, won't know what to do with what she's got in her mouth. So naturally, because it's not food, she spits it out.
You know, I'm gonna be on my own, so instead of carrying all the groceries, I can just put them in the wagon. I ordered the best hand cream you could ever get. I think I will have an extra, it's not, yeah. No, I think I'll have to request an extra key.
How long, so tell me in the comments, till she gets a cat? Because I fully expect that to happen. How long until she gets herself a roommate? How long until she decides to leave because she missed Salah so much? These are important questions. Some have speculated that she's going back to Canada to raise the money from there to bring him to Canada, which I don't think will happen, personally. But I do think she's going to find a way to get Pete to live with her, rather than where Pete is currently living. People of who I do believe don't like her in the slightest, which she's not okay with because that's her only friend. Her streams once she's back on camera full time are going to suck anyway. Why? Because she has nothing to offer. And because she knows she can still get views phoning it in being off camera. And because there's a chance she won't take that hijab off and simply accept who she really is, which is the person I've been putting on thumbnails for the past few weeks. This image right here.
But the hemp cream is the best body cream ever, and my skin is so dry. So I got like a sugar Christmas cookie scented hemp cream. What else did I order? I ordered a portable bidet, wet wipes.
Or maybe that's how Amber does it, because there's no way she reaches either. May I just say, on behalf of the portable bidet, we salute your sacrifice. No, I will not be setting up a bidet sanctuary, although it would be hilarious to try. I have a ladle, I have washcloths, I have a horrid keyboard that lights up in weird colours. I don't know what else I can endure to save within my sanctuary, but if there are suggestions, it can go on the list. I assume, by the way, with the wet wipes, you're also getting a stick. Perhaps one that's treated, not untreated, to, limit the chance of splinters. Which would also mean that you might want to consider that instead, because there's always a chance you might enjoy the one that is treated. I hope this, by the way, is done well as far as the Omegon diet goes. I hope you're not eating now, because if it's chocolate, I want it.
Oh. And guess what Farm Boy has? Somebody close to me sent me a picture in Farm Boy. They have dill, pickle, cheese curds, YouTube lover.
I'll be honest, unless they are blessed by the pickle priest himself, I couldn't give so much as one rat's ass about it. Why? Because the pickle priest is love. The pickle priest is life.
Can you imagine dill, pickle, flavored cheese curds? So we need to Farm Boy bees at some point. My alarm just went off. Insulin bees. I got like a 7-piece. Hey Jennifer, 7-piece bed in a bag. It was like $55, but it's really nice and it comes with like 7 pieces of like the comforter, the sheet, the fitted sheet. No, it's not a boneless bed. I ordered a bed too, but it's coming I think on November 2nd.
This reminds me a lot of your first time properly quote moving back to Canada where you did streams bragging about all these things you've got and how you're going to make things look, and then you rage quit back to Syria, or to Syria in the first place, sorry, because it didn't have air conditioning. You are so entitled, you are so selfish, self-centered. No one cares that you bought bedding, no one cares that you've got a bed coming. As long as you're not scamming your audience again, I couldn't care less in the slightest. I think you need to start considering how you're going to go forward as a creator, because your life is the creation, which means you need to consider changing your life, and bariatric surgery is something you're considering. Don't do it, by the way. You're too stupid for it.
So I ordered like a floor mattress in the interim. It's just a twin floor mattress, but it'll do. Yeah, I hope it's supposed to be delivered any day. No bed frame yet. And then I'm gonna get I ordered a lamp with like ambient like soft lighting because I need that for my anxiety. I can't use the big lights. I hate them.
So how soon upon arriving will she either not want to live there because she's on her own and needs to be with someone? Will she do streams showing us her apartment but not showing us her apartment because within the first week she will have been doxxed already? How soon will she start doing a fundraiser to get a new scooter? Because she said she wanted to get one and start doing some scooty scoots, which means she'll also be doxxed very quickly. And how soon after will she collaborate with some of her more well-known haters who also happen to live in Canada? And I say collab because I could see it. She needs the attention and it's the best way to drive up interest. Engage with the enemy, as it were.
I think maybe like my next paycheck I'll get like a couch, TV stand, and a TV. But this one I have to get so many other things. Some privacy. Hey, Simply Ravishing. Yeah, like this is my own place.
Most of us had already worked out you couldn't possibly afford to fully furnish the apartment because that was what the $10,000 goal was. We knew you weren't going to be able to make that. It's far too high, unreasonable, and also to rely on your audience, only 4 of whom were donating on a regular basis to you, was unsustainable for what you were attempting to do. So I could believe with you promoting more heavily on the community post, which you have been doing recently, cameos, and possibly with some other additional funding coming from direct donations, it's always possible you'll get something before. But based on how you treated places in the past, I don't think any of this really matters. Either way, you'll destroy it. Either way, you will find a way to go back to being something you really shouldn't be, or your channel will continue to deteriorate to the point you have to make concessions, which you'll never want to do because of how prideful you are, how full of yourself you are, how narcissistic you are.
I got my own self. I know, Strawberries, we won't have that many days of horrendous internet left, hopefully. But yeah, did you hear me thanking you guys about like the money I raised? I was able to pay the deposit and the... But yeah, thank you guys for the help with that, with everything.
I won't deny, a small part of me is glad you're leaving Syria, but the majority of me is of the opinion that if you belong anywhere in Syria, it's Camp El Rouge. You chose to go there. You chose this fiction of a life. You chose to endanger your life. Your audience, I have to question something in their head, their mental capacity, that they would willingly help you get there and get out. It's just tragic, really, isn't it? But that is the ability you have as an uncancelable lolcow.
And what else did I order? Hair fibers, hairspray, Vagisil.
Oh, there are many comments, many jokes, many insults I want to make at the full-grown fallopian fungus you undoubtedly have. Yes, I've basically paraphrased a part from Me, Myself and Irene. Why am I not surprised you didn't have access to these in Syria of all places, where I've no doubt you'd have smelt like sourdough thrown through a vomit mill first, and a wet market. Why am I not surprised you've overshared again with the internet, who are going to undoubtedly run with this, because Hunele, we knew you stank. We didn't need Vagisil to confirm it.
I'm not going to be able to do a wish list, unfortunately, because haters will put the items in the cart and then it will show there's nothing available. So, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'll just have to buy my own stuff, I guess.
While I don't want to give Chantal ideas, Throne is a good alternative. However, as good an alternative as it may be, Chantal naturally is not the type to show receipts for things she's purchased as proof that people's donations go to where they're intended. So if a goal was made, she'd just rage quit and say, I'm not going to show you anything now because you didn't donate towards it. She's a horrible individual that will never show receipts or proof beyond things turning up and going, you guys paid for part of this at least, right? Yeah, sure, that. What do they need? Another trash mountain, of course. Story of her life. Now, I don't have time to go through all of this today, and I do apologise for that, but I'm live streaming here later. If you're interested, join us. Do let me know what you think in the comments down below about some of the dumb effery we have discussed today. Hope you have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for listening.